Right, John, finished another day of branch meetings. This time we were at Larbert this morning, Bo'ness this afternoon, and then
Falkirk
Falkirk for
RDS
the
branches.
RDS this evening. Really good day, I thought. It's freezing in central Scotland.
Aye, wasn't
Summer day.
it?
But excellent meetings all day, and again, really good conversation. A few different points being brought up today. We'll talk about Larbert a bit.
Aye, Larbert, really good branch meeting, good attendance again, and some good feedback, good chat around. I think the same concerns in regard to Orca Plus, just a bit too much just now. Haven't been the pilots, the evidence to suggest that this is what we can do, how we're going to train our people to do it. Same concerns with training where we are just now. And again, as boring it is repeating this stuff, branch saying the same things, absolutely prepared to take on Orca, recognise it could be a real value in it. Orca Plus seems too much. Good bit of conversation around slips, trips and falls. I think people recognise it's important that people in that situation get a response, but there's also a real concern over that it's probably just not appropriate to our role. It's not appropriate to our role to make that intervention. Are we the best people to make that intervention?
It's difficult to know what our actual role is within that, whether it's that absolute non-emergency thing with replacing the falls team, or if it is, as it says in the proposal, about serious injuries and all that.
I think some mixed messages from the service and grey area, and debatable whether it's a proportionate area for our work at all in any of the guises we've just spoken about there. But no, really good meeting. Again, absolute support the FBU's position to recommend rejection of the proposal. Absolute support to get service, hopefully Scottish Government back round the table to negotiate a sensible proposal. And just another branch that's prepared to transform the role, prepared to take on broadly a lot of areas of work in the proposal. The same two concerns, Orca Plus and slip strips and falls in the proposal. So, and good meeting, another branch rep out of it, which is always good to get. So
definitely.
Excellent, more reps again at Larbert, which is positive.
And then on to Bo'ness this afternoon, a couple of guys we've not seen for ages. It was good to see.
Absolutely.
Surprising to see Mike Shirley with crew manager's badge on his shirt. But yeah, good meeting, well attended, quite vocal in some of their concerns around Orca and slip strips and falls. Again, very much of the opinion it's really kind of difficult to see where our role lies within slip strips and falls. If it is, as the chief says, the majority of these calls will be attend, pick somebody up and leave. If that's a co-response, who are we corresponding with and why are we corresponding, or is it for serious injuries? And that kind of grey area being highlighted again.
Good example of a kind of slip strips and falls type incident. You know, crew attending, concerned about moving the individual who had clearly fallen and who potentially was injured, and then the paramedics getting there and making that, you know, absolutely making an assessment of the individual, and I had broken their hip and how important it had been that they hadn't been moved. I think that's one of the difficulties for the service in addressing how we will train our people to make that medical assessment and make that assumption. That's absolutely accepting that wouldn't always be the case, but there's got to be answers to these issues. The service don't seem to have them just now.
Not at all.
And to contractually oblige ourselves to take on that type of work, which members will start doing, you know, we'll make a decision on that within days when the ballot goes out in the 31st. Just isn't an appropriate time to do that.
And the difficult thing for the watch commander there to be saying that he was told by the ambulance staff is just why he didn't move her, because she probably wouldn't have survived that. These are, and I know I know there are extreme examples of all these things, but they are examples that are coming back time and time again. So on those, it's a difficult one to sign up to these grey areas.
Again, another good branch meeting, another really good attendance. Again, the same position. Branch absolutely willing, understand the need to take on Orca, the MTFA expanded role in home fire safety, all the signpost in the majority of the safe and well proposal. Concerns over Orca Plus, don't feel it should be part of this current proposal. It should be something that if we are going to undertake it, it should be in the future, following the same trials of good quality work that we know has undergone with Orca. And concerns in regard to the example we just spoke about in terms of whether we would ever be the appropriate response for corresponding slip strips and falls, given that we already carry out a role within that, you know, responding to humanitarian and assistance, assisting other agencies. We already do that.
Completely.
It's capturing the stuff that would be above and beyond that. And again, another new rep out of the meeting, Steve Evans at Bo'ness, so really healthy to see.
Who'd have thought this would have been such an excellent recruiting tool?
Absolutely.
A couple of other things that happened in that meeting that was surprisingly, one of the members there had heard the management had been at Newbridge and then had been at two management kind of presentations, and then heard our pitch and said that, you know, after Monday at Newbridge he was absolutely rejecting it, then had his mind kind of swayed by the management presentations, and then when we sat down and Cameron went through the proposal, he is of the opinion that we need to reject this in its current form. That was interesting here. And another a good bit of debate stimulated around, you know, should we be scared to be getting busier? And absolutely this is not the case.
No.
I think everybody that we're talking to would like to see an increase in calls, as long as it's work that we can actually make a difference with.
I don't think there's anybody in the service who's scared of being busy by any extent of imagination, and it certainly isn't about doing that. It's about taking on proportionate work for them.
Yeah, absolutely. And then back to Falkirk tonight for the, like I said, the Falkirk
RDS
Slamannan
cluster.
over there.
Yep, and a few other RDS branches from roundabouts surrounding area. Again, really supports a lot of what comes back from all the retained meetings we've done. You know, some concerns about capacity, really wanting to get engaged with the proposal, taking it really seriously, asking a lot of good questions. Still the same confusion coming up with in regard to withdrawal clause and what that would mean in terms of if we couldn't reach agreement on the policies, procedures, guidance and slip strips and falls, OCA plus, which we know by now are the contentious areas of policy, how that would mean potential drop in pay, but almost, you know, as if not more importantly, people stopping doing good quality work in regard to OCA, you know, and that's a real risk, and we don't want to put our people through that again. We've already had that with our OCA trial stations, and I don't think anybody wants to revisit that. So, really good discussion, good conversations, and an interesting debate.
The watch commander that was asking us repeatedly, you know, why are the service asking us to do OCA plus and slip strips and falls when there is no work done on this? Asking us how did that happen? Why are we being asked to sign up to these areas of work when there is no work done? I mean, and he was pretty incredulous of the fact that there is no work being done on this, and it just kind of points back to the fact that we can't accept a proposal that has none of that detail.
Problem with these two areas of work, one of the key problems with these two areas of work is the lack of preparation and work that has gone on in preparing for them. And ultimately, we'd be in a position where in 13 months we would have to review policies, guidance and procedure. We know how long a lot of issues take with the service and nature problems. We still haven't harmonised RDS terms and conditions. Almost 7 years in, haven't even received a proposal for harmonising TED terms and conditions. You know, missing deadlines in regard to that. A litany of issues with sort of capacity and delivering upon deadlines and that. Just doesn't seem realistic to deliver upon that. And I think in some ways it's a positive for the service as well that these questions reflect really well on the work the service have done with OCA. I keep saying that. Service have done excellent work across trial stations, identified a lot of the issues that came up. Some of our stations did the trials for 2, some for 1 year. Following the end of the trials, really good work being undertaken by people assigned within the service to undertake that work. We've seen the good quality work. We've sat in groups, technical working groups that the service have set up in regard to delivering that work. So the comparison on OCA, where there's been loads of good preparation, loads of good trial work, loads of good training. Yeah. Absolutely. MTFA, there's an element of that as well. Signposting and safe and well, we know that the service have been doing work on that. And then work and preparation done on that doesn't stack up well against the lack of work and preparation done on OCA plus and corresponding slip strips and falls. And that just underlines that there are no appropriate elements of work, certainly for this proposal.
And I think clarifying in all these meetings about this idea that we can, it's a bit of a no-brainer, we can try it, if we don't like it, we can pull out of this work. That just clearly is not the case.
No,
and it's something that our members should absolutely be questioning when they're being told that. This withdrawal agreement is specific that if we don't reach agreement by April 2021, all the work ceases and you revert back to NGC pay scales.
I mean, we had 18 OCA trial stations during the OCA trials. The reality is, in 13 months, by 1st April 2021, it's likely the number of stations participating in OCA will be far beyond that. If we're in a position where 50, 60, 70 branches are undertaking that work and then they have to withdraw from it, that's not a good place for the members or for the service.
No, not at all.
And it's not what anybody would want, but I think there's real concerns with that. So, absolutely, another good day of meetings.
Really enjoyed today. It's a
consistent support for the FBU's position in what we're looking to achieve. This is a workforce that absolutely is open to expanding the roadmap and transformation. However, it's the service's vision for that is unrealistic and too wide. And ultimately, we're looking to amend that and hopefully get a strong rejection in the ballot, which will lead to eventually achieving an amended proposal. And finally, get to a position where we
Completely.
can come out and recommend acceptance of proposal. But there's a bit to go on that yet.
Bit to go on that yet. Yeah, we're not voting on the vision. We're not voting on the idea that this might happen, that might happen. We could maybe talk about this, maybe talk about that. We're voting on the black and white text within that particular proposal.
Important point just to finish that you made today. 2 years' time, chief officer could be gone, we could be gone, we'll be left with whatever we vote on.
Absolutely.
The black and white, what is in the proposal, is what we need to all pay attention to when we vote. Not good intentions from either ourselves or from the service. It's what's in the document and the concerns that keep coming back. It's what's in the document just now isn't realistic and appropriate to roll it.
No.